Welcome back, everyone. Healthy and Wealthy and Wise subscribers. Coach Lois here today with Lauren Hayden, Dr. Lauren Hayden, who is my acupuncturist, Chinese medicine guru here in San Diego. Last time we interviewed, we talked about spring nutrition, Dr. Lauren, and I know now summer solstice is here. It feels like we just talked. So it's crazy how fast the seasons are changing. And I know I've noticed some shifts in my body and different cravings. I know even in San Diego, though, it doesn't feel like summer, but in different parts of the world, it feels probably warmer than it does here. And we know that as the seasons change, elements and food and all of that impacts our mental, physical, spiritual well-being. So I'd love to just turn it right over to you and let's talk about summer nutrition and Chinese medicine.
Thank you, Lois. Yeah, thank you for having me again. I am happy to be here. And I thought I would just start talking about the element of summer. And you just mentioned that the summer solstice is coming up, and that marks the beginning of the season of abundance. And it's the most yang day of the year. So we have the most sunshine. And so we have the most light, and our digestive capabilities are high at that time. And I just wanted to mention that the element of summer is fire, and the organ associated with the summer is the heart. The heart is the emperor of the body in Chinese medicine, and it governs the blood, so the circulation of the blood, and also the mind, or the shen. So the spirit aspect of the body is governed by the heart. And the emotion of summer or fire is joy. So when we feel laughter and joy, that is part of this season as well.
Interesting. I don't want to interrupt you, but when you say that, it makes me think about seasonal affective disorder and why a lot of people have that in the wintertime. Is that related?
There is more sun, yes, so that helps to brighten the mood, but it's also just part of that is the emotion that is associated with fire and the heart as well. So it just all kind of coordinates that way.
That's amazing. That's a very profound, because I know that there's, at least for me, I've been noticing more naturally joy, bliss energies as well. So I'll let you continue. I kind of interrupted you. I may have some questions along the way, but please share more.
Oh, no, thank you. The taste for summer is bitter. So if you come across any bitter foods, that can help to balance out the body, and the fluids sometimes get a little bit depleted with the heat of the summer, and the bitter, cool types of foods are better during this season. And then go ahead. Yeah.
It's funny, you made me think of something. Is that also why I crave beer more in the summertime?
Probably the hops, are quite bitter.
Bitter.
And
Yeah,
they will
yeah.
help with your digestion. Yeah, to break down some of the dampness that accumulates in the summer heat.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm. Yeah, so moving on to some of the foods that you could be consuming during the summer, you want to focus on cooling foods, and then bitter is the taste, so that would be appropriate as well. But in terms of fruits, the main one is watermelon, right? Watermelon is great for helping it to replenish the fluids in the body, which are depleted with all of the sun and the heat that comes with the season. Okay, and cucumber is really great as well. More raw foods in general, but cucumber is quite cooling, and it can kind of flush out the urinary tract and as a diuretic. So if you're feeling a little bit clogged in the urinary system, then you can turn to some cucumber during the summer.
What about celery? It's so weird. I was just in the grocery store last night and I looked at celery and I was just like salivating.
Yes, celery is great too. It's green. Yes, it will help to, has a lot of water content. Anything with more water content will be helpful this time of year. Mhm. Other fruits that are good, apple, lemon, oranges. We have abundant oranges here in San Diego, and tangerines. They're quite flavorful, and also can help to replenish the fluids.
That's awesome. So it seems like your focus is on fruits. Is that because of the hydrating aspects, or is there more fruits or foods outside of it?
There are other foods, yeah, especially spinach and tomato, and like salads are a really great thing to enjoy during the summer more, because we have that digestive capability. We have more, our spleens are stronger during the summer to be able to digest the raw foods. So take advantage and eat more salads and peppers as well. Yeah. Red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers in your salads are a great addition.
Do they have to be cooked? Can they be raw? I know I've talked to you about this before. Sometimes, depending on the person too, it could make a difference if they can handle the raw versus the cooked, or not really.
Yeah, no, in the summer, it is really good to have more raw foods.
Okay.
So salads are great in the summer. Mhm. And we have more berries and cherries, and more fruits, but also broccoli and beans are important during this time of year. Um, and barley, like a barley tea, is also helpful for cooling during that summer heat.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Do you have like I'm just thinking, we talked about this I think last time, but for people who maybe are newer to the subscription community, or haven't seen the other video, why is it so important for our mind, our body, our spirit, or energetics, to eat the right, I guess, I don't know if the right is the right word, these foods that you're suggesting now as opposed to winter? If there's any other, and feel free to geek out on the science or any of that, because I feel like sometimes people might be curious about that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, sure. So during the summer, with all of the heat, the body fluids are more consumed. And so we have less yin in the body, and that's all of the fluids, and then like the water in the bloodstream, that will be a little bit less due to the heat, and possibly sweating more and being more active and outside in the sun. And so all of these foods are really yin nourishing and also cooling. And so that's the really important part to remember for foods during the summer.
Well, I'm curious because I have some people that are listening. They're in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's 100 degrees. We have some people like you and me who are here in San Diego, and we're barely at 70. So in a lot of aspects, it hasn't really felt like summer here. Does that make a difference?
It does make a difference. Yeah. So you can just go by your outside environment. I think in San Diego, we're a bit still in our late spring stage, and there's a bit more dampness. So that can come into play, and change a little bit of our diets. So we might want to stick with not so much raw at this time, but a little bit more cooked vegetables and some soups to help move the dampness through.
Cool. Awesome. Any other tips or tricks with herbs? I know last time we finished up with herbs for people that maybe struggle a little bit with maybe getting in fruits and veggies, but herbs might be an option.
Mhm. Green tea is a really great option for the summer. It helps to disperse summer heat, and it can expel toxins. It's great for cooling the heart fire and calming the mind. So green tea, and then also mint tea. Mint and chrysanthemum are very cooling, and they're good for the eyes, and they're quite nourishing during this time of year. And you can just make a simple tea out of fresh mint.
That's beautiful. And I know you mentioned the heart, and I know you are into yoga. So maybe as a bonus, is there any other like heart openers or anything? I know I thought of it also because I'm drinking my sacred cacao right now, which isn't tea, but it's a heart opening type of tool. Anything that you recommend for movement, since more people can obviously get out and move, there's more light. So I feel a lot of people, this is their time to exercise and get the heart rate up.
Mhm. Yeah, in terms of yoga, I would recommend more back bending during the summer, and that's going to help with the heart opening, like a camel. Regular wheel or back bends are great. Also, just more like shoulder opening and lifting up, opening up through the psoas. So like lunges where your arms are lifted and you're opening your chest could be helpful as well. And shoulder opening. Yeah, that's all great during this time of year.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Beautiful. Well, any other thoughts, any other suggestions? Like summer is typically a 3-month experience. So we want people to take advantage of this knowledge and wisdom. Hope you guys have been taking notes. If not, come back. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Come back and take notes. And maybe if you, this just thought came through, is there any recommended cookbooks or recipes or ideas that people can implement this into their daily life?
Mhm. I really like the Tao of Nutrition. That's a Chinese medicine book for food therapy, and they have a lot of great recipes in that book for all the seasons, but also for sometimes just little ailments that can come up. Um, they can go it can go into the seasons, but it can also go into specific little patterns that you might develop during the summer. So the Tao of Nutrition is one of my go-tos that come to mind. Yeah.
Beautiful. And this is a great time of year, guys. Farmers markets, no matter where you live. I know in San Diego, we're fortunate to have them here year round, but I have some Midwest folks on here as well. And I know we have at least one Australian in here at the moment. So I know they're going through winter. So a little bit different in the Southern Hemisphere. But come back, I'll title this Summer Nutrition and Chinese Medicine. So no matter what hemisphere you are in, I would encourage people, and I'd love your thoughts on this too, Dr. Lauren, but I think it's really important when you're eating right for the seasons, notice your mood, notice your digestion, your poop, notice your sleep. I know this is a time of year where I've been getting up earlier, because of the natural sunlight. And so it's just a good idea to have a journal and really just tune into your body and embodying the summer, and then being really conscious and mindful of how making sure you get any of the lists of things that she talked about. See how it impacts your mood, because I think everyone's unique and everyone's different in that how it impacts your body. But hopefully what we shared today gives you more energy, more health, fight away any summer colds. I know that I've actually heard a lot of people sick recently, just transitioning into the new season. That can happen. And before you know it, the days will be starting to get shorter. So please take this wisdom into your daily lives, and let Dr. Lauren, if she has any, I'll put your contact information in the YouTube and the video so people can reach out to you, especially if you're local here to San Diego. I encourage that you go in and visit her. She's my favorite acupuncturist in San Diego, and I love getting work with her. So thank you so much for your wisdom today. Anything else you want to close out with?
Yeah, thank you again, Lois, for having me. And I just wanted to mention that just staying mindful and taking a few minutes to check in, like you said, with your emotions and your mind and your body every day. And then journaling is a great activity too, to just emote and really feel into the changes that are happening in your body. Yeah, so
Beautiful.
enjoy the season, and I hope everyone stays healthy and happy.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. We'll be back with more when it comes to fall and those seasonal changes. So I love closing on that word, abundance. May you have amazing abundance this summer, amazing joy, And we'll see you guys on the next call. Bye bye for now.